The problem in the OT environment, especially when we think of it as a critical infrastructure, is that failure is not an option. Now, this particular line was used in the movie Apollo 13, even though Gene Kranz, who was the actual person that the story was based upon, says he didn't say this. But it reflects really the seriousness of the issue that we're talking about here. In Apollo 13, we had astronauts that were in space, they had an issue, and just giving up on them wasn't a problem. You can't just reboot the system, although that is essentially what they ended up doing. But they had to figure out how to do that safely, how to do it securely so that the astronauts would live. So you have to figure out, how can I protect these environments while they're still running, while the spacecraft is still running, while the airplane is running? How do you, basically replace the engine? How do I secure this? So what we want to talk about is understanding that the OT environment itself is very fragile. One of the interesting things about asset discovery is if you tell an OT network manager that you're going to scan their environment to figure out what device is on, they will usually get very nervous because some of those systems can't handle pings. Old PLCs, for example, they don't want to be pinged to discover what they are because that will cause them to reboot or to fail. And you can't just reboot things, rebooting nuclear reactors or furnaces. It's not a 3-minute process, maybe like Windows is. You just have to be very careful and you want to keep the system operational.